Alright, let's see how things are going. And make sure that things are going fine. Hey, can you hear me? Oh my goodness. Is it working? It is. Let me get some music going. Don't know why it's not working on my phone. But yes, it's working. As you can probably tell, we're doing another art stream. Just something fun. And continue on this piece, which I didn't touch because my cord kind of got chewed up with my dogs, so I had to get a new cord. So let's just continue. I'm on tablet, work with me. Yeah. I hope everyone who is having a good evening. I also hope everyone is staying hydrated in this heat wave that we are having. Don't you shake your head, I'm trying to stay hydrated.
Mm-hmm.
I've been drinking a lot of water, you shush.
Mm-hmm. You've been drinking a lot of water for you. You've been drinking a lot of, not nearly enough for an average person. That's all correctly. You're supposed to fill that water bottle up twice a day. That's for normal.
My husband's referring to this water bottle that I got from Etsy a while back. Yes, it is filled with water, it's just filled with flavored water. Because I can't stand the taste of tap water.
Because she's stubborn.
No, I legit do not like the taste.
Yeah, that's true. A lot of people don't.
I don't know why. I just don't.
That's the thing about it. Tap water has a lot of chemicals in it. Supposed to sterilize and stuff.
It makes it taste gross.
Ooh.
I actually wonder if I should roll for stats for Zephyr here to see if I could somehow incorporate him into our campaign.
If you want.
I mean, I could definitely see him as a ranger. Actually, I know something I could do. that folder go? Okay, there it is. The wrong one. Where is she? Oh, there. Oh god. Stop! Everything is going haywire.
That's a good thing or bad?
Okay. Walk. So it cannot be moved again. There we go. Text. Have to go find it, don't I? Okay. Okay. Why is it up there? Thank you. How did that end up in there?
You're gonna have to do a lot of editing, aren't you?
I don't edit my streams.
In that case, let the whole world know that I love you more than you love me.
I love you more.
I love you more. Go and do much. Netflix. My love.
There we go. I got it working. Got my plan working.
Finally.
It only took an embarrassingly long amount of time, but I got it working. 1 second. I have to reopen everything. I don't do it this time. It's doing this now. I'll just have to work with it. I think it fixed itself. Actually, I wonder, can you see him? You can! You see my dog's butt. It's midnight. He's deciding to butt photobomb, or butt camera bomb, or whatever. Video bomb. Butt bomb. He a turd.
He's a scientist to moon the whole.
No, he's not mooning the stream. He's not doing what he does to the neighbors.
That's right, folks. You heard it right. The dog moons the neighbors.
He's walking away. He's embarrassed now.
Probably thinking you're not supposed to tell.
He literally bolted off my arm.
No.
Either that or the floor is just cooler than the couch, and I would kind of have to agree with him. It is hot in here. Is that your alarm?
Yep.
Ah, we both can't eat now. Ah! But we can still drink stuff. Gingy, don't you be growling at nothing. Gingy. Ginger. Now they're having a row off.
You know it works. For a little bit. It's his fault.
Jesus, midnight.
You don't care. No, wait, get next door.
Hey, I'm streaming.
Yeah.
I'm streaming.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Sorry. Huh?
Please do not mind what was just said, stream. That's a personal matter.
Hey, Julian, go over to their place tomorrow. My Switch is still over there. Can you get it? It's in a, like a sort of string, one of those string bags. Yeah. And yeah, do take James with you. And you're gonna go ahead and do your trip to the library. I'll walk over when I'm ready to get a ride from you to go to work. What?
She went
2:30.
2:30. So you will be there early.
So like around 1:50 or something like that, or like by like 1:30.
I'll be tight.
What?
Like the tea. You want to go early? I'm sure it's that way. Because 6 people of us would fit in that car there.
I don't remember where my dice are. And or my DM book. It should be in that backpack over there. I know, it's part of the stream.
Be ready next time for your stream.
Meh.
Oh, something hurting on there.
I know, I'm sorry. Thank you. Were my dice down there the entire time?
Mhm.
Keep them.
Remember they fell off the back.
I didn't remember, obviously. I'm not the most organized DM. Back in the gold crown roll back. And close. Alright, we're gonna roll for some stats. This is mainly a case, and these are all gonna be level 1 stats, so if there's anybody who does who DMs a campaign out there, wants some interesting NPCs, you can definitely use this character if you'd like. Just make sure not to claim them. And we're gonna be rolling for them. All I have to do is get out 4 d6s out of my plethora of dice. I mean, technically, yes. Really the ones I wanted, but it'll work. There we go. Alright. I got my 4d4. Make sure that actually shows. The 4d4. D4, d6. These are d6, die 6. D4s are pyramids. Now, to explain for those who are not D&D players, one way of making stats for your character is to roll 4d6 and drop the lowest number of the roll. And you're gonna do that 6 times. I got a 6, a 3, and a 2. So 11. Oh god. 11. 15. Another 11. Oh shit. 18. So that makes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But yeah. I need to roll one more time. I honestly would have laughed if it was 11, 11, 15, 11, 11, 11. All y'all guys will never guess what I got. Another 11. Man, he's going to be easy to stat. And now we get out our trusty player's handbook. And go to Ranger. Creating a Ranger, okay. Dexterity followed by Wisdom. Now keep this in mind, how many 11s we have. Dexterity is the highest if you're going to be doing the quick build. Wisdom is the second highest. Everything else is 11. This is the oddest character build I've had ever. And I've had a freakishly strong cleric. Now I'm going to actually go to what the modifiers are for that. Modify. This is a +0. Every 11 is a +0. The 15 is a +2. The 18 is a +4. But I'm not done yet. I have to figure out rabbit folk and what their stat increases are. Okay, so for ability score increases, it says that it does not have a set racial bonus for ability score increases. Instead, when determining your character's ability scores, increase one score by 2 and increase a different score by 1, or increase 3 different scores by 1. So that begs the question, which 11 am I changing? Definitely intelligence is going to go to 13. And charisma's going to go to 12. So, charisma's now a +1. And a +1. That seems a bit better. Now let me pull something out that'll give it that good, nice D&D vibe. This is another one of my D&D creation things. If you'd like to use it for your campaign, feel free. Again, just make sure you don't claim it as your own. Of course, gotta put that watermark on there. As a reminder, this is all level 1 stats. If any, basically, I know I'm pushing this a bit hard, but I like to be able to allow people to actually use these characters other than myself. if you want to make this guy an NPC, you can change his level. This is for level 1 stats. Change his level, change it around as much as you like. You know, just don't use him to kill him off, though. That'd be a bit mean. Why does it always go up here? Let's move on. Nice. Midnight is back. You can now see his beautiful face, I believe. I probably can. There's his face. He's a cute pupper. But yes, for now we are going on to honestly one of my favorite characters in one of my novels. Or background characters. Which is Wisteria Everglade. Where'd the 4 come from? Let me pull up some references for him.
What the fuck? Kendall?
Hmm?
Uh,
How?
I don't know.
How have you already broken the game?
I did a quick teleport and I ended up underneath the world.
He broke the game.
Like, look at the map.
How did you break the game so badly?
Literally just teleported. Hoping that once I get to water, it will pop me up.
I don't know, run into the rock, see what happens. Oh, nope. Running into the rock did not help. My husband is playing a game while I am streaming, and he kind of broke the game for a second. He was somehow sailing a boat underneath the water.
I don't know. I was sailing on the water underneath land. That should not have been there.
I don't even think the game knew what to do with him at that point.
Like, it was so close to bringing me out next to some water, too. But then I got stopped by a rock because I could not steer the dang thing.
You can only go forward?
Yep.
Allah is near my fate.
I was on my feet.
You guys have never experienced the danger of having your feet getting attacked by a cat. You have not lived.
Tail is closest to you, but her head is on my feet.
But I'm not even joking. One of Nala's favorite pastimes is stealing his shoes. I don't know why, it just is.
I ain't afraid to admit I got some stinky feet. Yeah. She treats them like catnip.
I think it's more the fact that you always wear your shoes.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning that she knows you want them, and so therefore she wants them. It's a cat thing. If you want something, they also want it, and they will fight you for it.
Then not when I just move my feet, she runs away.
Yeah, because she doesn't know what you're doing. She'll come back.
Doesn't she really? Honesty, shit, yeah, I did.
But yes, for those who don't know this character, this is Wisteria Everglade. I almost said Melody, but that's a D&D character. He is a background character in a novel that I am writing. He's honestly one of my favorite background characters. It's mainly because he doesn't talk. He's a chosen mute. And what I mean by...
the battle of silence.
Kind of. What I mean by that, he's had, honestly, some messed up stuff happen to him in the past where he tried to tell people about what was going to happen and they kind of blamed him for it and scarred him for it. So
in other words, the dude can predict the future. He predicted it.
He predicted it and no one believed him and then accused him. Thus now he has this giant scar on his back. Which for some is known as the seer's eye, but for him it's just a painful reminder of the past. And seers aren't typically that welcome in society. Saying the fact that people don't exactly like news of impending doom. So he only really talks if he feels that it's necessary. Most of the time he just kind of communicates. He also never actually taught himself sign language, so he kind of talks through a mixture of hand gestures and wing fluffs. Which everyone learns to understand. Which kind of makes it funny whenever he just gets exasperated, he just goes... He just gives you a look that tells you he's just so done with you. draw it out. There we go. But he's also one of the strongest flyers amongst the Skyfolk around where they are. And also probably one of the most intelligent ones amongst the group. Which makes him very useful, despite his lacking of wanting to talk. But yeah, it's honestly really sad what happened to him, but now where he is, he has a loving partner who understands him perfectly. Like, if you ever see those memes where it's just like, they're at like a fast food restaurant, someone comes up, I'm sorry, he said no pickles. Yeah, that would be the person that he's with. Since Wisteria doesn't communicate. But I can only imagine, given what he's been through, any vision that he gets is absolutely terrifying for him. Because there's that worry of, it'll happen again. Despite the fact that he knows it won't, but there's just still that fear. That's kind of why he always has just this uninterested look on his face. He doesn't like getting to know people because he kind of fears that he'll just end up seeing what he saw before. The kind of funny thing is, like, I think I've told you about that. Despite how he doesn't seem to want to actually know anyone, he's also the first to put himself in the line of danger if it means to protect someone.
Yeah.
Like, in the case of his current partner, he had a vision of him just kind of falling out of the sky during a certain event. no one believed him when he tried telling everyone. This is kind of the event that made everyone realize that he tells the truth. So when that event happened, he was the first one to fly out there and try to save him. Ended up breaking both of his wings, one of his arm, and fracturing a rib. That was a lot of momentum. He kind of had to use his wings to brace them both from the fall. Which means he lost the ability to fly for a bit. Which for any Skyfolk is the worst fate. Since they depend on their ability to fly. Ah, dang it. Wrong one. And now the fun begins. He's just out. I'll never understand how animals can be so tired after a whole day of doing nothing.
And they can be so tired after a whole day of sleeping.
Mm-hmm. Yes, as a talking point, since we've been drawing, we did have our first 2 sessions of my D&D campaign, actually. And already, my husband has created a monstrosity
Oh, thank you.
by breeding his familiar riding dog with a giant spider.
A spog.
So now we're gonna end up with a spog, which I now have to make a stat sheet for.
Yeah, I would have a bunch of those things ready
I don't like you.
because that dog is a hoe.
Yeah, we thought the bard of the group was going to be the problem. No, it's apparently going to be the dog. This all came about because he somehow wanted to breed the dog with a dragon at first. That was original plan number 1.
Then me and a
Have
buddy.
the ultimate loyal companion, and then him and one of his friends, the other player in the campaign, started having ideas.
He had an idea for an army, and I was like, shoot, wait, I can have my own army.
Yeah, at my horror.
Just wait till the mimic.
No, we shush about that.
Just wait till my dog breeds with the mimic.
Let me tell you, already in 2 campaigns, we have a nightmare and we have trauma for one of the characters.
The first.
Yeah, the first session, yeah, we got trauma
And nightmares.
for poor Flarabig.
You got trauma and nightmares from the first campaign alone. Oh yeah, but tell them what you said I needed to roll and what I actually did roll.
You shut the fuck up.
She said I needed to roll a 16. Guess what I rolled? I rolled a freaking 20. I got a nat 20 on that.
Yeah, he got a nat 20 for his dog to seduce the spider. Note that I had everyone make stat sheets for their familiars as well. He rolled a nat frickin' 20. Which you almost it did guarantee that it happened.
Nat freaking 20. Bye.
So now I have to make a stat sheet for this abomination. I don't know if I'll do it on stream.
See, what I plan on doing is making the ultimate companion, starting with dog. Mix in a little bit of spider. You got a good combo so far. Then the fun will begin. Because then I'll take that spog and make that with whatever's next. And so on.
Reminder, I am the DM.
Yeah, but you said I get to mate it with any non-humanoid creatures. Meaning no elves, no dragonling, no dragonborn, no ogres or anything like that.
No humans.
Of course, no humans. That'd be a weakness, not an improvement to it.
I mean, you're not wrong there.
But good thing my buddy has the mimic already. Just hope he detaches.
Poor Flaraming has so much trauma because of you two already.
Just hope he detaches his arm first. What if he doesn't detach the mimic arm?
You know, I'm not talking about this while I'm streaming. You're gonna get me banned.
How does it get you banned?
But yes, this is all a D&D campaign. This is a horror story that I am dealing with.
Horror story that you are dealing with. I see how it is now. Okay.
You created a spider dog.
Okay. You named it a spog. What's the problem? I am not seeing any problems. Hey, in my campaign, somebody wants to do something crazier, guess what? They can.
Your campaign, I'm just gonna be a sassy hippogriff.
Okay. Then be a sassy little hippogriff. Now, yeah, I'm gonna sass the shit. I'm gonna sass the sass out of you.
Hippogriff will sass God.
With your mind, I'm surprised it hasn't already.
Because with my husband's campaign, it has a lot to do with, like, which type of gods again? Greek. So everyone has a specific god. And mine was, which one again?
I think you decided Zeus.
Yeah, so imagine just a hippogriff walking up to Zeus and being like, what you gonna do about it? Look at me. Bird horse.
Yeah, but I'm gonna make it so that Zeus was the one who actually turned you like that. Or you're sassing him in the first place.
Only made me more sassy.
And he sends you on a quest to get the cursed liquid.
Yeah, the whole thing is like with mine, I'm a cursed person who's supposed to be meant to be a hippogriff. Because I apparently sassed God too much.
Yeah, nobody doubts it.
And you'd think that would teach the mortal to stop sassing God. No. It only ups the sass game.
And that's my life for you, people.
You knew what he was getting into when he asked me to marry him.
The question never left my lips.
Midnight, are you okay? Midnight, you look possessed. Midnight, hey, stop looking possessed, please. Have you ever just kind of looked at your dog's eyes while they sleep, and if they're like sometimes slightly open, they kind of look possessed? And if that's the case, what poor demon is trying to possess my dog?
I would say poor demon trying to possess you. No.
I mean, let's face it. Would you want to possess Midnight?
Considering he's got no balls? No.
Down that type of duck.
You got neutered.
This is a PG stream.
They've mentioned a dog getting fixed on a Disney movie before.
This is not Disney.
You're right. Disney's more strict.
But Midnight half the time, he either looks like he has a million thoughts in his head or no thoughts at all.
Sometimes we just catch him just with a long look on his face, just staring.
Yeah,
off into nothing.
That's
Like
the
he's
no
deep-
thoughts at all.
No, that I'm talking about the deep in thought one. Like he's just like sitting straight up, chest puffed out a bit.
Like
He's trying to unravel the mysteries of the universe.
I love this puppy and all, but dang, is he confusing?
You don't want to bring him home.
Hey, you wanted him to.
Uh-huh.
He was so cute when he was still small. When he was still so small that you could fit in the palm of your hand.
He is always too big for your hand.
Whatever! My hands are not that small!
Yes, they are.
Just because I have small enough hands to make it to the point where no one else can use my bowling ball.
Not even children.
No, children can't use it because the hand placement's too wide.
But they can't fit the fingers in the hole.
Yes, they can. For anyone wondering, we used to go bowling a lot. I have my own bowling ball. My fingers were the smallest amongst our entire league. So it kind of became the point of just like, somebody needs to borrow a ball, they cannot borrow mine. They cannot actually throw it properly. You'd have to basically hold it in two hands and then kind of yeet it down the lane, and that could actually damage the ball.
Pinky in your thumb hole.
Oh god, what happened? But yes, for anyone who wants to go bowling, do not hold the ball in two hands and yeet it down the lane. Like, it's different when you're like a child and learning and you kind of have to push it down the lane with two hands. But if you're old enough and strong enough to actually hold it in one hand, do not yeet the ball. You can actually break the ball by doing that.
Yeah, try to tell that to my buddy. He could get a good spin off of his. He eats it with two hands. Well, kind of he eats it with one hand, but he uses the other hand to steady it.
Ball with one hand, people. But what I meant by we used to bowl a lot, we kind of had to stop bowling because our rent went up.
A lot.
Yeah, so we had to kind of save our money for rent instead of bowling. That, and there were certain characters amongst the league that were making it kind of insufferable.
A lot.
Yeah. You okay? Was it that demon again? Gotta tell them to stop trying to possess you. They don't know what they're getting in for. Are you tricking them into possessing you? Julian.
Yep.
Julian, she's near me. She's near my foot. Actually, she's near my leg.
Then you're delusional.
Maybe you're delusional.
I don't see her.
Is he being possessed again?
His eyes are rolling all over the place.
Are you okay, baby?
Midnight.
Hey.
Midnight.
Who's your good boy? Who's your good boy?
You're like, huh? I was dreaming something good. Why are you messing with me?
Oh.
You're giving me my own whole cow to eat.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he was dreaming that.
Why? Because
He's a glutton.
no, he's a fool with the Bible.
He ain't little, that's for sure.
That's true.
I mean, that turkey he ate kind of changed that.
Yeah, that's true.
It was never the same again.
You let him eat the turkey.
Huh?
You allowed him to get the turkey.
I did not allow him to get the turkey. No one was watching what the dogs were doing. I honestly thought Romeo would be the one to try to do that.
Who do you think he learned it from?
Yeah, true. Midnight, did you learn how to get on the table from Romeo? He went back to sleep.
He's like, I'm asleep.
Asleep, mommy, shish.
I don't know who we're talking about. I'm just here sleeping like a baby. Sleeping like a beautiful baby boy.
He's definitely the one for the I'm just a baby meme. Like seriously, he used to be so tiny. And now he's no longer tiny.
And he was the runt of the runts.
Yeah, he was the runt of the runts. Like, he was just so tiny and adorable. And oh, you could just hold him in your hand. And he wouldn't know what to do because he was fit in your hand. And now what happened?
He was so small that when another dog went to sniff him,
He kind of got pushed back like a whole foot.
I think there was a wall there to stop him.
No, there wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when my other dog at my parents' house actually went to go sniff him when we brought him over, like, she pushed him back like a whole foot. And then he kind of looked at us just like, Bob, they're bullying me. Then we brought him home, and my dog here immediately fell in love. So I was just like, this is my baby. I'll protect this baby.
She did not realize how much of a mistake that would be.
Like, we had him in a cat carrier for the first night because we didn't want him getting into anything. Every time he whined, she would go check on him. She'd be like, you doing okay? Okay.
Whenever he was not in the cat carrier.
He was shimming his way up the bed.
Except for the time he flew.
And I mean, shimmied his way up the bed. Like a spy movie style.
Between the bed and the nightstand next to the bed. Literally like maybe 6 inches apart. His little puppy body shimmies up the bed and nightstand.
Tell you what, though, he looked so proud of himself.
Uh-huh.
Like, I would think that you put him on the bed, and then you'd be like, how? When did he get on the bed? And I was like, I thought you did this. And he'd just be standing there wagging his tail.
We actually caught him.
Blowing his puppy breath into your face.
We actually caught him doing it. He did not realize that we caught him until after. And he was just like, I've been here. You didn't see any of that.
And now I get under bed now and crawl under blanket.
Right next to your heads.
Yeah, he had this thing where if he got under the blanket, he would, first of all, force his way under wherever he liked, and then he would turn around, pop his little head out, lay on his back, and just with his little paws go right on the blanket. As if he were a person. He's too big to do that now. Thank God.
No, once he got older, he decided instead of doing that, he was just going to pretty much try to kick everybody else out of the bed.
Yeah, by laying with his back against one person and his paws extended and locked. Like, this dog has done so many things that we have never seen a dog do.
Literally flew. As a puppy, flew. We have a bed that is about 3 feet off the ground. While I was sleeping in said bed.
Hello, Tiana K90.
While I was sleeping in this bed, this dog jumps up so high that I literally saw a black figure coming at me in the dark. And I had to extend my arm completely up. I'm 6 foot tall. I had to extend my arm, which is another 3 feet, right?
Yeah, is that
about 3 feet in order to swat this black thing out of the air, and yet it was the puppy. As soon as I had it in my hand, swatting it out the air, I was like, shoot, that's the puppy.
Yeah, well, he thought it was just like this giant bug. Just came flying down. Which really wouldn't surprise me with the place we're living in. It's not the greatest.
That's true.
But no, it was this little, not even like a half of this size puppy.
Yeah, we
I'd
had
say,
only
like,
had him for like 3
A
weeks at
fifth of
that.
his side.
We had not had him a full month when he had did that. Oh, but the first thing he did with Ginger, whenever she was like, "This is mine," he would climb on her head and sleep on it.
He was so cute.
He was the size of her nose. Now he's this size, and he's still.
Tries to climb on her head and sleep on it.
Yep. And she just lays there like.
Yeah, this child.
She lays there like she's not really sure what to do. She's like, yeah, he used to do this when he was younger. Now he's this size and he doesn't know any better. Get him off.
Yeah, she kind of looks at us like it's our fault.
She really does. It's clearly just your fault.
That's my fault.
Is that what it is?
No. Doesn't work that way.
You spoil that dog.
I do not spoil him.
Who are you lying to?
It's not my fault that all dogs should be spoiled.
See, you just admitted that you spoiled the dog.
Okay, I'm not the only one that spoiled him.
Your dad, your mom.
You.
How did I spoil the boy?
You spoiled him, Rotten.
I never spoiled him. See, he don't try to sleep behind me anymore. You're the one that's like, oh, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. You're the size of a house, that's fine. Just lay right on the back of my neck.
He is not the size of a house.
If he was, you'd still be saying it.
No, I wouldn't. I would be dead if that happened.
You'd still be spoiling them. You know it, I know it, whoever's listening knows it. That they could even hear me.
I forgot to... I see what happened. Hate it when this happens.
Sorry.
My husband vapes. So if anyone saw that, it's pure vape. Not nicotine or anything, it's just vape.
And it's water based, not oil. Can't stand the oil ones. So, oily.
Okay. So demons are trying to get him again. I think they want out. They were not ready to possess a being this chaotic. Midnight typically never has these types of dreams where he actually reacts to things. Weird.
Usually it's Ginger.
Yeah, usually it's Gingy.
So how many people do you actually got watching this thing?
A few. Kind of pop in and out.
That boy been having any more gas lately?
No, just dreams. Unless you let one loose and I try to blame it on him.
There's a clear difference between mine and the S.
I don't know, you both kind of stink.
That is just mean, my dog.
Hey, you okay? Nala, you come be part of the stream? Hi, Nala.
I don't know if she'll actually get into camera, but my cat's up here now. This is typically our cuddle time with her, so she's being a bit upset with us. Because we're not in the room cuddling with her and only her. Of course, if anyone watching remembers past streams or I mentioned a cat named Shelby, Shelby has passed away. This is a new cat. Shelby passed away near the beginning of this year. We got Nala a few weeks after.
About 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Wanted to let you mourn for at least 2 weeks.
Yeah. And getting Nala was really hard for me. Because I remember, like, right before I went into work, you sent me a text that was just like, hey, this lady giving away a cat. They can't keep it because the wife's allergic. Yes, no. And I remember I just sent you a sure.
I have no clue what you're
And that's how we got Nala.
I have no clue what you're talking about.
And I almost started crying the moment I came home. And just saw Nala on Shelby's old cat tree, which we ended up getting rid of because Nala never used it. No, she was on it.
Behind it.
No, during that time she was on top of it because she was just kind of trying to get a high point. And then she hid behind it. But yeah, we ended up getting rid of Shelby's old cat tree because Nala was not going to use it. And we had to put away a lot of Shelby's old stuff, like her bowls and such. Because again, Nala was just not going to use it. Because it did smell like another cat. Well, at least one that was not there.
One that she was not with.
Yeah. God, I'm getting emotional again. It's been a long time since Shelby passed, but it kind of seems like the wound is still very fresh at times. Let me tell you, that was a really hard day. And I mean, day. Yeah, she stayed with us until that night. Yeah, just whenever your pets are in situations like that, always stay with them. It's gonna be hard, it's gonna suck, but just stay with them. But yeah, but then we got Nala.
Honestly, you needed another cat.
Yeah, I did. I didn't realize it at the time, but I did. I think we both needed another cat.
Yeah, I'm good.
You cried.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
But then, like, Nala kind of came in at the right time.
See, they aren't allergic to cats, they're just allergic to cat hair.
Yeah, they were allergic to cat hair, and they didn't realize that because before Nala, they only had hairless cats. So then they got Nala, which was a cat with hair, and we're just like, oh, this is a problem.
Oh, nice.
Like, they tried to be able to keep her, but then they just kind of realized, like, the health was more important. It's not that they didn't love Nala, it's just...
It wasn't that health was more important, it was that they needed to be able to wake up in the morning and actually see.
Yeah.
Without dosing themselves with half a dozen allergy medication.
Yeah. So that's how we got her. Let me tell you, she's turned into a spoiled little kitty.
I mean, a spoiled brat. Sage brat part.
Hey, you're the one that turned her into that.
How did I turn her?
She loves you more.
Only recently, and mainly she just goes after my feet. She loves my feet more.
Like, all those previous owners had gotten her declawed in her front claws because she was tearing up curtains, apparently.
And walls and
Yeah.
furniture.
So she doesn't have those, so she doesn't make the typical, like, biscuits that cats do.
She tries.
Yeah, there are times where she comes out and kind of just rubs her paws against my husband's chair. And then she'll look at us. And then stop what she's doing if she notices that we're watching her.
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes she'll just keep doing it as she stares at us.
Usually.
Then she has specific food she likes. She has specific treats she likes. She loves the laser pointer. But what I find, like, the funniest, though, is we get her toys. She won't play with them if we can see her. Like, when we're getting ready for bed, the lights off, you can sometimes hear the jingling of little jingle balls that we got her and stuff like that, but she won't play with them when we're watching her. Like, I think the only thing that she actually plays with while we're watching is the laser pointer.
I don't think she thinks we're watching, mainly because...
And then it's a point of we're trying to point the laser pointer at each other.
You?
No, you did that too.
No, I didn't. That is all you.
You were the first one to do that.
You.
But nah, she's a good kitten.
And she hogs my shoes.
Yeah, she loves his shoes.
Like, I wear two shoes. Different pair of shoes. My house shoes, my out of the house shoes.
She loves your in the house shoes.
She was either one. Look, here's that with boot. And that's my boots. My cat is obsessed with my feet.
No, she's obsessed with shoes.
She is obsessed with my feet.
Yeah, whenever we go to, like, try to go to bed again, she likes to attack feet.
Mine.
Yeah, his in particular. I think it's maybe because of the reactions you give.
Reactions I give. I don't give any reactions. All I do is I'm just there, unbeknownst to me, as she crouches up and then does it. Sometimes she'll like, oh, I'm just here rubbing my head against her foot. And then she'll literally wrap her paws around my foot as she does that, and then she knows I'm talking about it too. She looking at it.
Let's see, should I do more? No, it's getting a bit late.
Albeit.
So yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up there. We got some art done. And I guess it's all the way at the very fucking top. Yep. Don't know why that moved. Like, you guys can't see my Streamlabs open right now, but every time I try to put one of my things in just for the bottom corner here, it always goes to the top, even if I put it, like, I highlight something and be like, alright, it's going to go in this folder here. Nope, it's going to the very top. No, I don't want to move that. Thank you very much. There we go. But yes, like I said, it is late. We'll be ending the stream soon. Midnight says good night. And everyone have a good night. Please stay hydrated out there in this heat wave. I don't know if you guys are experiencing a heat wave. I know we are here in Texas. So stay hydrated out there and have a great night.